And one thing's for sure, but two things for certain. Do not ever come for a Nigerian woman. She will read you for filth. For filth, okay? Hi friends, Oyinkan here, and today we're discussing Love is Blind. Love is Blind season 5, episodes 8 and 9, and girl, is it me or was episode 8 super duper long? I just felt like it was so jam-packed with so much going on. Anyway, before we get started, make sure you subscribe and turn notifications as well. Oh, there's a little OTD. White polka dot dress, girl. I don't know why I always feel like you see me better back here, but here's the fit. Here's the look she's given. Now that I've shown you my look, let's get right into it, okay? So it's 13 days till the wedding, and Uche and Milton are having their side convo at the gathering with all the pod squad members there. Girl, Lydia refuses to let Milton continue to talk to Uche about what's going on, so Lydia grabs Milton away from Uche. Uche goes and sits with the rest of the group. He tells them everything. He tells them everything that Aaliyah told him about Lydia coming on the show, coming after Uche. All her findings. Wait, but this part was funny because Johnny looked shocked, like her jaw dropped, okay? Johnny's jaw dropped, and Stacy didn't like Johnny's shocked face. She's like, why does your face look like that? So funny to me because Stacy was coming for Johnny and Johnny's just sitting there looking shocked. Stacy defended Lydia because she said it's hard for me to believe that Lydia is this person that you're saying that she is, because Lydia was actually there for Aaliyah when she was crying about you. She was Aaliyah's shoulder to cry on. And Uche is like, wait, was this before or after Aaliyah found out everything? When someone plots and puts together a scheme, I think it's very easy to fool people. Because from the outside looking in, it's like, why would Lydia even, plot against anyone? Because she was there for Aaliyah. But what if it's her plan all along? What if it's Lydia's plan to get close to Aaliyah the entire time? Once she found out that, of course, that Uche and Aaliyah were feeling each other. For anyone to be fooled by that and to actually use that as the reason why they think Lydia could be a genuine person is wild to me. Now that I'm thinking about it, how could Stacy fall for her? And again, Stacy doesn't have all the facts. We, the viewers, we have more facts than Stacy does about what went on between Lydia, Aaliyah, and Uche. Miriam tried to chime in with her 2 cents about the situation, and Uche immediately told her, no, don't talk. I didn't like that. And y'all know I have defended Uche's ways and been like, I don't see anything wrong with what he's doing, whatever. That right there was weird. Like, why are you telling the girl not to talk? And I don't know if it's because he's in such a heated situation, angry, he's frustrated, there's so much going on, and it's just too much. Like, it's a lot of him having to step aside and collect himself. Like, it's too much of that going on. I don't know if it's that it's so heated that he's just so upset, but I just need for you not to talk to a woman like that. Like, Miriam did not come. I don't think she even came at him like yelling or cursing him out or anything. She was just trying to say like what her consensus could be about the situation, her 2 cents. But one thing about a Nigerian woman, I think Miriam is Nigerian. I think she's my people, okay? And one thing's for sure, but 2 things for certain. Do not ever come for a Nigerian woman. She will read you for filth. For filth, okay? Miriam was like, I'm not one of these girls that's gonna start crying. I will read you for filth. Period, point blank. You're not hurting my feelings. I'm gonna hurt your feelings first. Uche started calling Miriam fake about like, where do you live in Saudi Arabia or Houston? Or do you have a boyfriend or do you not? Do you this or do you that? Miriam went off on him. As she should. Because you shouldn't have told her not to talk. You shouldn't have told, like, why would you just don't talk? No, this is a group conversation. Why is she singled out to not speak? And then he's like, hey Stacy, I'd like to talk to you privately about the situation. I'd like to hear your own perspective about it. And Stacy never even got up to give him the perspective. Like, she just sat there and was like, yo, Stacy sat there and was like, because him and Miriam are going back and forth. Uche needs to check his anger because it's never acceptable to speak to a woman that way. Never. I don't care how angry you are. Nope. Check it. Figure it out. Fix it. Lydia and Milton rejoined the group. Milton went over to Uche to continue their talk. So Lydia is sitting with the girls, and Johnny is telling Lydia, by the way, the things he's saying about you, he seems very sure of what he's saying. All talking about, you know, checking the Instagram stories of the girls that he follows. And one of the girls said, I mean, well, who doesn't do that? And Lydia was like, well, yeah, you know, it's not that. So you're admitting that you did it? So this is Lydia admitting that she did check the Instagram stories of the girls. So why did she deny it when Uche first brought it up to her? She denied. Oh, it's the, remember when I said, oh, it's the Instagram algorithm? She said that, oh, it's the Instagram algorithm. No, it's literally you looking at these stories for weeks. Algorithm don't do that. Algorithm doesn't make you press someone's profile and look at their stories, search through someone's friends list, press the profile of the girls in there and look at their stories for weeks. Algorithm does not do that. That is you doing that. Anyway, Uche and Milton are talking, and Uche offers to show Milton screenshots of proof of what he's telling Milton about Lydia. Milton said he believes what Uche is saying. He truly believes that he found something genuine with Lydia, so he's just gonna carry on with her. Meanwhile, Izzy and Chris are over on the side having a talk about Johnny. Izzy is warning Chris about Johnny because he's like, you know, Chris is my friend. I want to tell him I want to make sure he knows truly who this girl is. Like, she literally told me I love you like 4 times. I never responded. Why did he say that? What was the purpose of him mentioning that? It's just like, nope. That's sad. Like, why would he say that? Stacy joins the convo, like, we're still talking about this. I thought y'all was talking about something else. Johnny joined the convo. Stacy calls out Johnny straight up. And then Johnny's like, well, I think you're deceitful. The whole time in the women's quarters, you never told me that you had a stronger connection with Izzy. You kept that to yourself. Let me tell you something. Stacy owes Johnny nothing. She does not need to disclose who she's feeling the most to anyone. Remember when I told you, was it in the first few episodes or the last few episodes when I told you that I don't understand how these girls are behaving like, oh, best friend, hi y'all best friends, when you just met auntie of my future children. Someone you knew for a few days is now auntie to your future kids? Like, how? You can be friends, you can be cool, but understand you still just met these people. You are not obligated to even tell your friends who you're dating. Talk less of telling some girls that you just met on a show that you're on to find love. So Stacy did not owe Johnny anything. Stacy owes Johnny nothing. She simply didn't tell Johnny because she didn't trust Johnny. It's that simple. Why is that such a big deal? That's not being deceitful. It's, I don't need to share who I'm into the most in this house with you. I don't need to share with anybody, actually. But the confessionals, because that's what she signed up for. But she didn't sign up to tell her business to any of you girls. Are we forgetting? You just met. Milton tells Lydia he doesn't care about the drama. It's minute. I'm here for you. Like, he just completely reassures her. They leave and they head to a dinner that they were already planning on leaving early for anyway. Izzy and Stacy get back to the apartment and there are flowers there because he plans on getting her flowers every Monday to, you know, refresh their week. Fresh flowers every Monday. Love that. Yes, effort. Yes, do something. Yes. And Izzy, he just goes on and on about the situation with Johnny and Chris. And Stacy was like, you know, it feels like I get the most passion out of you when you're talking about Johnny. Like when you just go on and on about how much you love me and you're so glad that you have me, it's in spite of, oh, thank God I don't have that girl, I got you. She said, I need that same energy when you come back home from work. I need that same energy on a regular basis. Not just you being happy that you didn't end up with someone else. Not just in comparison of Stacy versus Johnny. You need to feel this way about Stacy. Because I agree with Stacy. Like, imagine a guy going hard about loving you only when he's comparing you to someone he could have ended up with. But maybe he doesn't go that hard on a regular basis. Like, that doesn't feel good, you know? So I'm glad Stacy caught that, and I think Stacy caught that because she has self-love. When you love yourself, you notice things like that. When you don't love yourself, you're thinking in your mind, oh, yeah, he likes me better than her. That's great. That's amazing. But honestly, it's not great to be constantly compared to another girl and your reason of liking your current girl is because she's not your other girl. But what are your other reasons that you like your current girl? I need the reasons that you love this current girl to not be based on anything with your ex. Because my goodness, that can be so annoying, I'm sure, for Stacy when she constantly keeps hearing about John, and it's like, boy, do you like this girl still? Because you keep bringing her up. Izzy says Stacy makes him feel like he's not enough for her, because Stacy's like, look, I cook, I clean, I do all these things. I don't feel like you're doing enough. You know, you don't cook. Because he's like, but I do things for you. Stacy's like, what do you? I do my part. I cook and clean. When have you cooked for me? You've never cooked for me. You don't cook for me. Stacy just wants her energy reciprocated. That's all. And he's not doing that. She's like, I want what he promised me. I want the romance. I want the candles with the bath and the this and the that. And he's not delivering what he promised in the pause. And I can't blame Stacy, because this is literally, if he told her he's super romantic and he wants to do all these things, they finally get together, they're living with one another, and he's not being romantic. Can you blame her for being skeptical, saying, wait, where is the romance you promised me? Where's the romance that you said you were going to do? I can't blame her, because she literally was told this is who he is. To not show that, it's worrisome. Izzy starts crying and saying that he doesn't meet her expectations. I just think Izzy's insecure, honestly. I do love that he's emotional. I love that he wears his heart on his sleeve and all that good stuff, but I also think he's insecure. You promised these things to this girl and you're not giving her the things you promised to her, and when she calls you out on it, you're just saying, oh my gosh, I'm not good enough for you. Sir, you promised this. Buckle up and get it done. Like, why would you promise what you don't do? Next clip, they show Stacy at work. I didn't know that she was what is that, Pilates? I didn't know she was a Pilates instructor. I think that's so cool. Anyway, she's a fitness girly, and she's at work instructing the class, getting it, getting it. So Izzy pops up, they have a talk, and he said he's putting in his best efforts for her, and he feels like he's being unappreciated. She says she takes time out to do things for him, and she feels like he doesn't do the same. Does he do stuff? Yes, but is she seemingly more considerate than he is? Yes, from their conversations, it seems that way. She just wants her energy to be reciprocated. Like, that is not too much to ask for. Izzy said he needs more appreciation from Stacy. Izzy goes in the confessional. He said he's trying to give Stacy everything she's never had. I think emotionally he can give her what she's never had, but he would have to, like, do a bit more, you know. But what's cute is that he wanted to bring the romance, so he brought like a little gift bag, and there was like a coupon for a date where he's cooking and she does absolutely nothing and like some other stuff that he put in there that's like sentimental, you know, things of heart value but not as much money value. But that was really sweet. That was really sweet. And I think that right there is effort. That right there is him trying to match the energy that we've been saying. Just match Stacy's energy. That's all, Izzy. So Izzy's mom comes over to the house and she meets Stacy. You know what I love? I love how Stacy was so comfortable with his mom. She was just like, oh my gosh, come over here, let's talk, let's catch up. I love that. I love when people are just comfortable with people's parents. I love parents. So it's just, I just love when other people are like, I'm not even nervous, it's easy peasy lemon squeezy. And although his mom was very reluctant in the beginning, because she's like, whoa, like this is different, you know, rightfully so, because I don't know anyone who loves their family member who would be like, oh, you just met this person, you want to get married, okay, cool, I'll support. No, you're gonna question that person because I don't know what's going on and why are you so comfortable doing this. Like, I need to make sure y'all really love each other and this is right, you know. And when she realized that they really do love each other, she's down for it, she's into it, she is supporting the union, okay. And I can't say the same for Lydia and Milton. The whole meet the parent thing went completely different. Lydia has all these perfect answers to Milton's family when they ask her about her relationship with Milton. Here's what's wild to me. Milton's mom asked Lydia, what don't you like about Milton? She said, well, this morning after he ate, he left his, no, was it this morning? Whatever. In the morning after he ate, he left his plate on the couch. You're kidding me, right? That's disgusting. I don't care. I don't care that he's 24. That's this, like, why are you leaving your plate around after you eat? And why are you not just washing the plate right away? I just think there's some things there's no excuse for. There's no excuse for having a sink filled with dishes, because literally you can just wash it right after you use it. Like, wash the dish after you use it. Wash the pot after you cook. Like, it's not hard to keep things tidy if you just do things right away. The reason why things look a mess anytime is because things are left around for periods of time, and that's how mess piles up. But if you just clean right away or clean as you go, there will be no mess. So when she said he leaves his plate on the couch, ew. They asked Milton, why are you getting married? And Milton wasn't able to answer the question. I found that very odd. Like, you should have concrete answers as to why you want to marry this person right now. You know, if you are so sure about marrying this person right now. His sister is skeptical. She feels like he's not excited enough. She knows her brother. She's like, I know how he is when he gets excited about doing certain things. This situation, I just don't feel like he's super duper excited at all. Mom feels like Lydia looks good on paper, you know, like she's an educated woman, she's in STEM, this, that, all that great stuff, but is this actually a good fit? Like, she's unsure as well. Episode 9, oh my gosh, girl, I told you episode 8 was so jam-packed. It was so jam-packed. 8 days to the wedding, girl. Izzy and Stacy get their marriage licenses. And then the boys go sex shopping while the girls go dress shopping for the wedding, of course. So it's 2 days to the wedding, and Izzy and Stacy have a romantic day. I don't know if that was a helicopter or a jet or whatever. It was like a small little plane, like a jet helicopter. It was cute. Like, he took her, like, they went flying in it, and then it landed, and it went to dinner right there. It was just so cute. Effort, Izzy, effort. Izzy is putting in effort. Love it. Then Izzy said that he's not going to be inviting much of his family to the wedding because he feels like a lot of them are not going to support how he and Stacy met. Like, the whole experiment factor of it all, they're going to have too many talks, too many questions about it. So he just doesn't want that type of vibe at his wedding. He wants only those who are supportive at the wedding. And Stacy reassured him, like, look, my family loves you. You know, he's like, his mom is going to be there. Yeah. And she's like, I love your mom. My family loves you. My family thinks the world of you. She also said her family contacts him more than they contact her. So they obviously like him so much. So this is a perfect, like, this is good. This is good stuff. Good. I'm not mad at Izzy. I'm not mad at Izzy for not inviting his family to his wedding. He shouldn't. If you feel like there's somebody that's going to make you feel uncomfortable at your wedding, they should not be at your wedding. Period. Like, it's too much going on at a wedding for you to have to actually think of family members that annoy you or family members that are not supportive of your decisions, whether your decision is good or not. You know, you just don't need to have that person there, you know, whether you're meant to be or not, because you don't need that stress in your life. It's already enough stress going on. Milton has lunch with his sister, and his sister thinks they're getting married too soon, and she feels like they need to get to know each other more. Questions about, like, you know, when you play out different scenarios, like, if this happens, would you be comfortable with that? She just feels like they don't know enough about each other for them to actually become one. She might be right. While packing for the wedding, I did not expect this. I did not expect this at all. Izzy and Stacy have a talk about how she found out about his credit. So they've brought up his credit before, and he never mentioned anything bad about it. All of a sudden she finds out that he has some delinquency in his credit and he's unable to get credit cards. I don't know, it was so vague for us. I'm sure she has all the details about what happened or what's going on. It seems like Izzy has bad credit and he's unable to get credit cards. I think that's information that Stacy should know up front, and he should have not hid this information till, like, what, a day or two before the wedding. Like, that's not fair to her. She said it makes her feel like she can't trust him, and I can't blame her for feeling that way because he basically omitted information. Some people consider that lying. Omitting information feels like a lie because you could have admitted this, put it out in the open for your future wife, because that's something that can affect her. Maybe she may now in the future have to put more things under her name because maybe he can't sign for certain things. You can't blame her for her reaction because this may not be something that she signed up for or planned for. Actually, it's not what she signed up for or planned for, because this is something she didn't know until a day or two before the wedding. They talked through it. He reassured her they're fine. But I thought they were going to break up, I'm not going to lie, because that was just, that's a heavy pill to swallow. That was something big to drop right before getting married, when she should have known this from the very beginning of them being exclusive. Lydia and Milton have a dinner, and Milton says that Lydia sometimes wakes up upset, like she just wakes up and she's angry. And Lydia's like, yeah, because you leave the dishes in the sink for like 3 days straight. Does Milton clean up after himself in his own apartment? Like, I'm not understanding why he's this dirty when he already lives alone. Because before I was going to say maybe because he lives with his mom and he expects his mom to clean up after him, but actually not, because he has a roommate, like he lives on his own. So why is he so messy? It just doesn't make sense. There's no excuse to be this dirty. Like, why? And who's supposed to clean up after you if you're leaving things around like that? Why? And back to my earlier question, why are you not washing your dish right after using it? Like, why is a dish sitting in the sink for 3 days straight? Why? Then she tells him that, yeah, you also don't always hang up your towel. Why are you not hanging up your towel? It literally takes a few seconds. You finish using a towel in the morning when you shower, you finish drying up, you hang it back up. Like, what? These are like, it's the simple things that Milton's not good at. That's worrisome, because someone like him would be like, that's not a big deal. But it is, because you not doing so one time is annoying. Consistently not doing so for the next 50 years of marriage can drive someone nuts. I don't know how people who are not as clean don't see how that can be a problem. You can say, well, I'm just leaving a dish around. Well, who's gonna clean it up? Like, no, you don't got no maid over here. Nobody's cleaning up after you. You're an adult. You gotta clean up after yourself. So I don't understand why he's so okay with leaving stuff around and just expecting someone to just pick it up or wash things for him. Like, life, that's not real life. Like, in real life, you clean up after yourself and you put your own things away, because nobody is your maid. You're getting married, you're not getting a maid. Milton said that the things that he has a problem with Lydia, she's not as emotionally intelligent. He doesn't like how she dealt with the situation with Uche. He feels like she should have just walked away and left and walked away. He didn't like that she walked away and came back and walked away and came back. He didn't like that. He was like, you should have just left it alone. We handle things differently. And she's like, so what? You handled something like this, I handle something this way. And he said, no, that is a big deal, because when we have kids, I wouldn't want them to see the way you handle things and think that is the proper way of dealing with things. I would rather them handle things my way, which is more calmly, more rational, I guess. It's a conversation they should have had like in the beginning of their relationship. You know, this is not something you have a day before the wedding, but at least they're having a conversation. What do you think about episode 8 and 9 of Love is Blind season 5? Let me know down below what you think, how you feel about this season so far, what's going on, how you feel about Stacy and Izzy, how you feel about Lydia and Milton. Comment down below. Alrighty, thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I love you. God loves you. Thank you so much. Make sure you subscribe and turn your notifications as well. Alrighty, see you soon. Bye. Peace.